I'm introducing 4 types of Japanese bento today. Salmon Bento, Soboro Bento, Yakisoba Bento, and Sushi Bento. Let's get started with Salmon Bento. I thaw the frozen salmon and then take excess water off from the salmon. Then season with some salt. Since bento is often eaten cold, food with a mild flavor can sometimes taste less satisfying. By seasoning the dishes more strongly, the flavors remain enjoyable even when the meal has cooled. So sprinkle the salt a little bit more than usual. I used this non-stick foil from Japan. Cook the skin side first. When making a bento, one of the most important factors is ensuring a good color balance. I tried to include 3 colors, red, green, and yellow as much as possible. That makes the bento look much more appetizing. The queen of red is cherry tomatoes. So far, I haven't found any other red ingredients that can top them. As for green, I often keep it simple with lightly cooked broccoli or frozen edamame for an easy addition. When I have pre-made spinach dishes, I put them in the bento. These include sauteed spinach with bacon, spinach with scrambled eggs, spinach ohitashi, and spinach namu. For me, the number one yellow ingredient is eggs. Eggs can be cooked in a variety of ways for bento. The most classic example is tamagoyaki, Japanese rolled omelette. The flavor of tamagoyaki can be adjusted to be sweet or savory, depending on your preference. You can also add finely chopped vegetables, seaweed, or crab sticks to make it more colorful and visually appealing. I added crab sticks today. They are also called seafood sticks in Australia. I used 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and half teaspoon of dashi powder for this tamagoyaki. I have good days and bad days making tamagoyaki. Every time I cook them, they come out looking different. Today wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. I have a full tamagoyaki video too. If you want to make freezable tamagoyaki or dashimaki tamago, please check it out. Japanese food is often said to be not only about taste, but also a feast for the eyes. For this reason, we put a little effort into the ingredients, turning them into something like art, and we also get creative with the presentation, editing height and other details to make it more appealing. Let's pack the bento. Make sure the food is cooled before packing it to prevent it from spoiling, especially during the summer. Rice, lettuce, salmon, tamagoyaki, spinach ohitashi. I have a vegetable side dish prep video that also includes how to make this spinach dish. It's super easy and you can enjoy it for dinner too. Please check it out. Lastly, add a cherry tomato. Next bento is Soboro Bento. Soboro is a crumbled, seasoned dish commonly served over rice or in other dishes. Make small scrambled egg in an oil-heated pan. I cooked 1 egg with a pinch of salt and a pinch of sugar in it. Egg soboro is ready. Cool it down on the plate. After the egg, I use the same pan for the meat soboro. Heat the sesame oil, then fry the minced chicken. Add sugar, sake, soy sauce, and mirin. Stir fry it to make it small crumbles. In Japanese public elementary and middle schools, school meals are generally provided. So most children don't usually need to bring a bento. However, on special occasions such as club activities on holidays, field trips, or sports festivals, children are required to bring a bento. When you were a child, did you bring lunch to school? What kind of school lunch is common in your country? Please tell me in the comments. I currently live in Australia, and my kids can buy jelly cups and ice cream at the school canteen. In Japan, it's hard to imagine buying and eating ice cream at school, so I can't help but feel a little envious. The meat soboro is ready too. Let's move on to the spinach. Lightly roast the sesame seeds and grind them. Then add sugar and soy sauce, mix with the boiled spinach. Let's pack them up. Soboro Bento is ready. Let's move on to the Yakisoba Bento. Cut the vegetables. I use a carrot, some cabbage, and an onion. I often use green pepper too. Stir fry the vegetables, starting with the ones that need a longer cooking time. Add thinly sliced pork. In Japan, we often use thin sliced meat, but here in Australia, they don't usually sell meats like that style. I make block pork belly half frozen and slice them thinly. That is a cheaper option than buying thin sliced meat from an Asian shops. Sprinkle some salt. And I'm using thin egg noodles today. Microwave the packed noodles for 1 to 2 minutes to make them loose, then add them in the pan. Add cabbage and noodles. Add a little bit of water, then put the lid on to steam them. After several minutes, mix them up. If it's still hard, add a little bit more water and keep cooking. Finish up with the yakisoba sauce. If you've never tried yakisoba sauce, you should definitely give it a try. It's a flavorful blend of sweet, savory, and slightly tangy with a rich umami taste. Yakisoba is one of the popular home cooking lunches. We can also get them from most of the food courts, and also popular festival food as well. I remember enjoying yakisoba at the beach hut in the summer, and how it filled my hungry tummy. Yakisoba is like soul food for Japanese people. It's comforting, nostalgic, and closely tied to cultural traditions like festivals and weekend family lunches. What's your memorable food? Do you have a dish that makes you feel nostalgic? I'd love to hear your story. Please share it in the comments. Once the yakisoba is cooled down, let's pack it in the bento box. I added soy marinated boiled egg and broccoli and a cherry tomato. Last but not least, the sushi bento. For sushi, you will need some sushi rice, nori seaweed, and your choice of toppings. If you want to know how to make sushi rice, please check my other video. Place a seed of nori seaweed on the bamboo mat. Then spread a thin layer of sushi rice on top. Leave about half an inch of space at the far edge away from you. Place the toppings. I added cucumber strips on top of the rice. Then roll it up like this. Give it a squeeze. My dad was a sushi chef and he taught me how to do this. This style of sushi is called makibushi. Slice the cucumber makizushi. Cut the nori seaweed into a thick strip and wrap it around a small rice ball to form a gunkan shape. Then spoon the corn mayonnaise mixture into the top opening. This style is called gunkan maki. Gunkan is a battleship. It's named after how it looks. There are so many types of toppings for gunkan maki in Japanese sushi trains, which includes seafood salad, tuna mayonnaise, and salmon roll, and even hamburger steaks. When you handle the sushi rice, prepare a cup of water with a little bit of vinegar in it. Wet your hands with it before handling the rice. Otherwise, the rice will stick on your hands and make it difficult to shape the sushi. I made sushi balls using the sushi mold from Daiso, Japan. This product is great because its inside has small bumps that prevent the sushi rice from sticking. Now I'm making tamago sushi, egg omelette sushi. Put a sliced egg omelette on top of the sushi bowl, then put a nori belt. Isn't it cute? My kids are pretty picky about their food. They often don't eat their bento, which makes me sad. However, they never leave any sushi, and apparently, their friends always want to eat their sushi bento. If your kids love sushi too, try packing the sushi you make. It's not difficult at all. When I make sushi for my kids' bento in the morning, they often end up eating it for breakfast. I always need to prepare extra to make sure there's enough left for lunch. Let's pack them up. Thank you for watching my video. I upload easy Japanese recipes every week. Please subscribe to my channel and then you won't miss out on new videos. Thank you. またね。